angels. Welcome to my channel. I am Tina with Art Angels, and this is little Piper, who I'm getting ready to feed her in a few minutes. This is Hank. He's kind of in trouble. He acted up the minute I let him get down. Today he ran, pooped all over my rug in the entryway. Aren't you? Didn't you? Go get your baby. Go get your Foxy. Go get Mr. Foxy. Go get Mr. Foxy. So, yeah, I know. You want me to play with it, don't you? So guys, it's been a crazy couple days. I think I loaded something on Tuesday, and yeah, I did. I loaded something on Tuesday. Where have I lost my little... Hold on. My nose is always running anymore. And I guess we say allergies. Ah, here it is. I guess we say allergies, right? I don't know. Oh, honey. Okay, first of all, this killed me. She has big girl pajamas on. Say, look at my big girl pajamas. I cracked up. These are from Carter's, and if they would have had some for me, these are one piece, but they snap all the way down, so it makes it easy to get her diaper changed. But I took a bunch of pictures. Maybe I'll put some in here, and then I let her hair go crazy. I did that beautiful, that conditioner, the moisture conditioner that they have, and I mean, it smells heavenly, doesn't it? And then she's got her little booties on her sweet little feet. But I saw this and I was so glad it fit. So anyway, you can put, I don't give her a pacifier, but I thought, yeah, today, this is pinching, ow. Wow. Why is it pinching me? Hold on. There. So yeah, it's been a crazy couple days, guys. I just feel like I'm always behind the 8 ball. I've told you that before. I can't wait for the new year to get here, start fresh, and then I always feel behind. Isn't that crazy? I don't know, maybe you always feel behind. I don't know, let me know in the comments. I picked my brother up from the airport. He and his wife went to Indianapolis to visit with their sister, celebrate her birthday. And then their nephew, one of the twins, who's 27, he was in a terrible accident, a motocross head-on accident back in May. I think it was May 18th, just a few days after Mother's Day. And he was in a coma for 3 weeks. And it was really touch and go. And I don't know, I had this gut feeling that because he was in such good shape as a young man, always worked out, beautiful young man, loved the Lord, and I just thought, you know what, I think he's gonna be okay. And it was gradual, it was a miracle. I will put a picture up. There's a picture that my brother captured. He didn't capture it. Somebody there captured it, of his mom holding his hand while he was in a coma. And I put a cross in the middle, a very light, faint, glowing cross between the middle of their hands where they were joined. My brother picked out a little sentiment that he thought of, and the cross. So we put it on canvas and gave it to her for her birthday. So anyways, it was really sweet. But he is incredible. He had to have one of those, you know, where they take half their skull off so that they can have the surgery. And he had to go back into surgery many times. Maybe 3 times. That's many times to me. But yeah, so he went through intensive, physical therapy at the hospital. Then he still goes to therapy 3 times a week and has occupational therapy as well. And just, I think it was in maybe October, that they sewed his, they call the cap back on, and he's done really well. So when he first came out of it, his memory was really gone. He was like he was young. He was acting very young, and he couldn't remember. He thought he was still in school. Anyway, and then it was, he couldn't remember 8 years back, and now he can't remember 3 years back. So he's just doing exceptionally well, and I like to talk about miracles that God does in our lives, and he is definitely one of them. So I watched Millie today. Millie's back. She was in, I think, Connecticut with one of her daughters, and she went on a shopping spree at a child's place, and honest to goodness, my mouth, I was drooling at the clothes that this woman picked out, because I'm not one to go into those places. I don't know why. Goodwill, I don't go into, because the Goodwill I go into always smells, and I just can't do it. However, the clothes she purchased and the deals she got, and they were incredible pieces of clothing. There wasn't one, I bet you she showed us 50 pieces of clothing, and there wasn't one piece I didn't like. She's got excellent taste. She also went shopping for Monica at Southern, is it Southern Born Nurseries? I apologize. Monica. She shopped for her, and Monica, I watched her video the other day of the things that, well, I mean, she sent money up to Millie for her to purchase, you know, anything she thought was great, and she sent her a whole box full. It was incredible. So I love looking at the clothes. I just enjoy it so much. And so anyways, I picked up, see how I go back and forth? I picked up them from the airport on Tuesday night, and on yesterday morning, my brother called me, and he was in the ER. Once he got home, they unpacked, and he started to lay down around 12:30 or 1 in the morning, and he said he couldn't get comfortable, his back hurt. And his wife said, will you get still? You know, and he said, I'll go in the living room, because he couldn't get still, couldn't get comfortable. And then he said he had noticed his breathing. He was short of breath that day, but he had worked out with his nephew, the one he's helping, and he said, maybe I just worked out too much. And then he said he was getting more short of breath, the pain was starting to come, and he remembered he had this 2.5 years ago, and he almost died because he didn't know the symptoms. This is important, guys. If you get that kind of severe back pain and short of breath, you get yourself to the ER. So he had, back then, he had 2 pulmonary emboli in his lungs, and he also had them behind his both knees. So they gave him the shots, whatever they give them for you know, thinning the blood. And then I think he was on blood thinners. I don't know if he was 6 months, and then they took him off, and he did fine until the other night. And I remember somebody telling me that a lot of times they look for cancer when blood clots show up. And I don't know what one has to do with the other, but they never, I mean, it was never a thing that they talked about. But this time they're sending him to an oncologist. He had prostate cancer when he was, I think, about 5 years ago. He had radiation, he didn't need surgery. And he keeps going back to have his numbers tested, and everything has been fine. So they just want to look and make sure they're not missing anything. So he's probably going to have to be on blood thinners the rest of his life. But just thank you for those of you who I've spoken to and have said you would pray for him. I really appreciate that. Prayer is the best thing we can do. Okay, so now I'm gonna, these are, okay. It's not good to pull from, okay, lay down. See, he likes to get right on top of me. No, lay down. That's a good boy. And he had a bath today, and so did I, and I made homemade chicken noodle soup to take over to my brother. I might be going over there tonight, I'm not sure, but I would hope he falls asleep because he's not slept for over 24 hours. And I'm hoping he just, once he's still, he'll fall asleep and that will be the end of it. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So let's see. You don't need to come up here, okay? No, you don't need to come up here. So anyway, this is one of my favorite bottles that I got from some sweet girl. I think I talked about this before, but this is when I first got into the community, and she's so cute, guys. I love her. I got into the community, and somebody's sister, I don't know if I was on Reddit or there's another one. Is it Reddit and there's something else? Substack, I don't know, but these people were on there, and I was just desperate just to talk to anybody, you know, anybody that was in the community. So I was talking to her. She did lives, and what I'm using for anybody new, this is called Care Liquid, and it's for silicone dolls by Silicone Velvet. And I love that they have these little wee ones so that you can take these when you travel. Like I travel a lot. But anyway, and I watched the other day, I don't do a lot of this, so bear with me, but I did this the other day, or no, I watched, somebody challenged Susie Q's Happy Little Haven. They challenged her, I think it was Suzanne's Babies, challenged her to do a feeding, because she's Gail never usually puts her face on camera, so she was feeding her doll, and she said, I feel so uncomfortable, but she looked like a natural. She's just and she has the prettiest hands and nails, so it's always nice to they're just delicate and very, I don't know, very feminine and ladylike. Yeah. So anyway, those are some of the ones. And then there's another lady that I love, and I want to say it's called Nana's something. It's not Nana's Nursery and Reborns. That's another one that I just love. Her name is Lori, and I call her Nana Lori. This one, I don't know where she lives. She is as southern as they get, and I just think she's the cutest. I mean, so is Lori, but this one is hilarious. She is so southern, and I'm gonna put her up in the screen, because when I edit this, I'll remember to go on and look up the proper name of her nursery and her name. I do know that she was gonna get into selling some jewelry. She said she's just gotten away from the dolls for a while, which is okay. I'm sure that it can happen. Even sometimes if you're not really looking at it as a job, which can be dangerous if you want to really take this seriously and take it to the next level and get monetized and make some money, you gotta look at it like a job. I'm just not there yet. Don't know if I ever will be. Not to say I wouldn't like that, because I like all aspects of this. I like the video. I like editing. I love the babies, and I love the women I meet. And today I spent over an hour and a half responding. And do you know, and I've said this before, I am so blessed by your comments. I just can't get over them. And I'm going to be doing the comment confetti soon. I keep saying it, but I've got to do it. But it's such a blessing, and it's one of the most enjoyable parts of this, really. My other channel, I hardly ever got a comment, so I didn't know anything about that kind of joy. I just really enjoyed doing them and having something to do. Mostly I did that when I took care of my mom. And it was kind of quiet for me. It was a big change. My stepdad was the talker, and that he was very demanding and very vocal, loud. And then there was my mom, who was she used to be, I would say I'm a lot like her personality, until she, I think, just gave up and just stopped really being herself. And I want to say she was like, her emotions were flat. She had a flat affect, is what they call it. But she just wasn't the same. She just had a flat affect, no emotions. But she knew what was going on. She was very aware. And she talked when she felt like it, but she was very quiet and subdued. So, and my little dog, like him, see how good he's being. His name was Jasper. He adored my mother. And I tucked them in every night together. And that's where he stayed. He stayed with her until the end. And I think if he wanted to get down, she'd try to hold on to him, not realizing, I don't think then, how that is. So anyway, and I'm chewing gum, I'm sorry. You're the baby. It's so cute. Look at that. And you too, yeah. You're cute too. I love you. Yes, I do. And I'm telling you, he's the big star of the show, pretty much. Yes, he is. So I needed to have my back take a rest, so I decided I'm going to film in here. And you know what? Never turn this light on, so hold on. Let's see if this makes a difference at all. Let's see. Come on. Oh man. How's that, guys? How's that? Is that better? Is that better? These pajamas, you guys, I know you've seen these, and I just can't get over them. I can't. I can't get over them. So I have some, I think I'm pretty close to not deciding, but wanting to do a video on accessories and some interesting things with accessories and what you like to get and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to, I think it's not a big deal, but I think to close the nipple, this one came to me closed with this in it, and I don't know what they used. I wish I did know, because I think everybody uses something different, but I just love the color of this. It almost looks like breast milk, right? Yeah, it almost looks like breast milk. So I want to make sure that I have the nipple that's closed. So I guess I'll have to learn. It's not a big deal, I know. It's just something else that I think about, right? Just something else I think about. So, yeah, so I think, like I said, I made my brother homemade chicken noodle soup, and I just put so much love in it, you guys, that it turns out tasted pretty good. And I think some of the difference is, I can't remember if it's called a mirepoix, where you do the celery, onions, carrots, and garlic, and you bring it to it, like you let that sweat, and then you put in about a quarter cup of white wine, and then I use, instead of tap water, I use spring water that's in the fridge. I think I use 2 bottles of that, and I use probably 2 cups of chicken broth, but I use Better Than Bouillon, because to me that is like wearing lingerie instead of pajamas. Okay, it gives the food that gourmet taste instead of just liquidy broth. It's just got something about it. So those of you that have used Better Than Bouillon will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and I put in a little bit of sugar, a little bit, and then a little dab of garlic powder, onion powder, and a little dash of nutmeg, salt and pepper. And I did forget, and then I cut up a whole thing of rotisserie chicken, and I put in everything, not everything, but even the juices that come from the bag from that, I put that in there. And I usually put in spinach and forgot. And then I put in the little bitty noodles. Can't remember what they're called. They're little bitty noodles that look like a little sphere. Can't remember. You're Italians, man. You got a million different names for noodles, which I think is so cool. But so yeah, so that's what I'm going to take him. And if he calls me later, I'm going to run that over. And I'm so grateful that he's home. He only had to stay in there. Do you know that he got to the ER yesterday morning at like 1:30 in the morning, and they didn't take him out of there by ambulance to the hospital because he was just at urgent care and they can't. So they had to transport him. He couldn't have anybody take him. He had to have, because of liability. He got to the hospital at 5 o'clock last night. But somebody, his roommate, told him that he got there the night before and he was out in the hallway until yesterday at 6:30 when he got there. So he was there a good 24 hours in the hallway before he got into a room. That's how busy they are. I think the flu is really going around. Is it? Yeah. Lay down. Lay down, boo-boo. Lay down. Yeah. Lay down, honey. Yeah. You lay down. Good boy. Did you good boy? I know. I know. I know. You want me to pet you. I know. Yeah. I know it. I know it. Yeah. Yes. I'm so mad at him for pooping on the carpet in there. It's almost like he does it on purpose. He just had gone on his pad where he's supposed to go. I know. I know. I know. See, he has to get right there. Yep. Okay. Okay, I got you. Oh, I know. Yeah. Say, Mommy, I just have to be the center, okay? I have to be the center. I know. You're here. I got you. I got you. And the minute I get up and move, it's a whole new story. So, anyways, guys, I've been thinking, I got this, and I'm not sure who I got this from. I think it, I hate to say this if I'm wrong. Okay, so, it's terrible, you guys, that I can't remember. I want to say it was Tammy's something, newborn nursery or something. Anyway, if it's not her, I like her too. Somebody came on there and said that she was going to focus first on God and prayer. And she showed this, and I took a picture of it because when anybody's showing me something that looks so interesting, and all this is 100 Days of Bible Promises, and it's by Shanna Noel. And I'll hopefully turn this around in the film so you can read it properly. But basically, it's just got some beautiful devotions, and I just love it. And it's very simple. I just want to be in the Word more, and I thought this would be a great start. So thank you, and I'm going to make sure I find out where this was at, so I'm thanking the right person and give you a shout out. And the next thing is she had a beautiful journal. This isn't as beautiful, but anyways, I got this, and then I get the dividers, right? Because I wanted the dividers, and I get the dividers, and they're not the right size. So anyways, I cut them down and double-sided tape them in here. So basically, I just have video ideas, giveaway ideas, shout-outs, doll shows, and the dolls that I'm looking at, and my dolls that I have, so that I can always maybe have it here and look a little more together. I don't know, it's worth a try. But anyways, I wanted to share that with you, and I don't know, I also got a new, what do I want to say? It makes labels because when I do Happy Meal or something, I want to have labels. I don't know. That's all the kind of stuff I like, right? I guess I wish I was more arty crafty, but I'm really not. So anyways, you guys, I don't have a whole lot more than that. I wanted to show you her little new pajamas. Kill me now. And please look at this hair, guys. Please look at the back of her hair. I kind of like it wild, and it smells so good, you guys. It just smells so good. She's got a little balding going on right here, like where most men have it, or maybe all of us, I don't know. But anyways, you guys have a good night. Tell them bye-bye. Come here. Tell them bye-bye, okay? Say bye-bye, guys. We love you. And remember, be kind, be humble, and be blessed. We'll see you later. Mwah. Tell them bye-bye. Mwah. Bye, guys. Where'd my little thing go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go, baby? Oh, it's right here. Say see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne.